Masturbation is gay. You basically giving a hand job, bro.
You've done it.
Yeah, but I stopped. I got curious.
Okay, but that don't mean the gay didn't go away.
What?
Gay don't go away.
Who's losing?
Ready? Wait, why do you miss?
You can't quantify gay, bro. That's not something you can quantify. You can't.
I'm weird, bro.
Not on the Glass Podcast, bitch. Tonight on the Glass Podcast, bitch.
Hello, how you doing? Hello.
We're already 6 minutes.
All right, Steffon, kick it off.
All right.
You say you had a story?
Yeah, I do have a story. I have a story. So last night I got back from home. I came back from home. I was thinking about the words in my head. And when I got back, I was just sitting in my bed, and I got an email from PayPal, and it's like, this money will not be released until the payment is fully processed, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? And I open it, right? And you know how much money they were talking about? They're talking about $120. And I look at this and I'm like, I haven't spent $120 on any website through PayPal ever. And so I go and I look at the fucking website. I'm like, yo, what is this bullshit, right? And it says Canva, and I'm like, oh my god, bro, I'm gonna have to fucking get a whole case, refute this bitch, because I have not spent. I changed my PayPal password.
Well, hold on, what website?
Canva, and I'll get into what that is.
Okay.
Right, and so I changed my PayPal password. I'm steaming, I'm fuming. I'm like, damn.
This happened yesterday?
This happened last night.
What the fuck?
And it's $120, right? And I look it up, and I go to the website, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this shit is. And then I look at it, and I'm like, wait. And this is, you know what website this is?
What?
This is the website we use to make our fucking image, our logo. And they charged me $120.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And then I was like, tight, and I put my computer away, and I was like, because they had a free trial, and I guess I forgot to, I like tried to delete it after
you
I
tried to cancel
and
it.
it didn't cancel, I guess. And so then so I was just fuming. I was like, I can't even be mad at myself. Like, I lost $120, can't be mad.
Wow.
And then I was like talking to somebody, they were like, you might as well just try and email them, get your money back. I was like, you know, it's better to try and get the answer no than to never know the answer. And so I emailed them, and they literally sent back my money in 10 minutes.
Really?
I got my money back.
They sent you the money back. Did you say, "Oh, I didn't mean to"?
No, I just told them I forgot to cancel my free subscription,
And they just sent you the money back.
Shout out Canva for being very professional.
That's hilarious, bro. I thought you were robbed.
I thought it was robbed too. I was like, somebody just like hacked my PayPal.
You know what? You bringing that up remind me of what happened to me over the summer. I don't know if I told you this. I definitely told Ricarlo about this shit. When my Gmail got hacked, right? And from there my bank account got hacked, and they got into my debit card. And long story short, I ended up having to get a new debit card and do all this stuff. But like the way like my bank works, right, because of like the type of like transaction they had made, they had to freeze the account.
I know what you're talking about.
And then they had to set like a super crazy charge so that the account could be locked. I don't really understand the specifics of it, but this is basically what they had to do. And they had to set up a $6 million charge. So they put the account in negative for $6 million.
Okay.
Now imagine, you know, I had no idea that this was like protocol for them. So imagine like just opening your phone, you know, opening your bank shit and just seeing that you owe $6 million to your bank. She almost gave me a mini heart attack.
Yeah, bro, you're passing that down to your kids and your grandkids.
That shit's getting passed down for generations.
I just want to point out I've been trying to do this ponytail right now for about like 15 minutes. And I still have this fucking giant ass bump on the top of my head anyway. It's whatever. I don't care at this point.
Now it's gone.
Was that Canva?
Yeah, I deleted the account now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah. What the fuck is that?
Dude.
You had a spike.
It's hair, bro.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's hair.
Out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough out here for the Rican.
Hot red blooded American.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Down in the
Gotcha.
south, my fellow countryman.
That's fucking crazy though that you got that shit last night at midnight though.
Yeah, but then I bought a clarinet. So.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I bought a clarinet. It was on sale for like, it was on sale for about like it was like $269 original price. I bought it for like $95.
That's got to be the most random shit I've ever heard.
Did you
I just bought a clarinet.
Yeah, I bought a clarinet. I played clarinet for 6 years, and I really enjoyed it. And I've been thinking.
Are you good?
I'm good at clarinet. I would say so.
I never seen you play.
Well, I stopped playing in 8th grade, so when I went into high school, I stopped playing. But I played from 3rd grade all the way to 8th grade.
And you just bought one last night because why not? Fuck it.
Yeah, because actually, so you know how I told you I picked up embroidery? I still do embroidery, but the first thing that came to my head when I was like, I want to pick something up again was clarinet. And I've been thinking about it for a while. And why not?
You know, we were talking about this
I
a little
love
bit
to blow.
before, but I want to, start.
I'm gonna ignore that.
I gotta keep going.
Just keep going. Just ignore
I
him.
like to blow. Okay, Stefan. Anyway, so we were just talking about this before the podcast, and Tiago, one of our friends that also lives with Stefan, does guitar. And I used to do guitar, but I kind of fell in love with guitar, so I stopped doing it. I really would like to get back into just acoustic, just doing like shit like old like or whatever. That's the unfortunate part.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Unlike the popular crowd, I did not play instruments. No.
You ever played the recorder?
Play the recorder, but does that count?
Yes.
All right. Well, bet I played the recorder for 2 years in school, like never outside of school.
2 years. I played it for 1.
Yeah. In Guyana, it was mandatory.
Yeah, it was mandatory for us too.
Yeah.
I played it for the 1 year.
Yeah. All throughout school in Guyana, it's mandatory that you play an instrument, or at least for the school I went to, and like I did the recorder for a little bit, and then
Guyana. I never knew that.
I know, crazy.
Crazy. This is like world.
The only reason I brought that up though is to say like I also played the steel drums for a year.
Dude, I played steel drums too.
Word?
Yeah, and bongos.
You still do that?
I still have them.
Word. I wish I like remembered how to do them shits. I did not remember shit. All I remember is that the sticks were short and they were like boom 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 boom.
Yeah, bro. That's very descriptive.
Bro, what can I say? I don't remember much, man. I don't remember much, man. I hated music class. I did not understand it.
Yeah, I did hate music class, but I had band class. That's where I learned to play an instrument.
Band class?
Yeah, that's the reason why I stopped playing in high school, because I was like, I don't have time to be worried about going to band lessons for a fucking grade. Because like they were like making band lessons a part of your grade, and I was like, why would I skip a class?
But like, was that not an easy class though? Because I knew people that would go there, get like fucking straight essays and just get the beefiest GPA.
Yeah, but you have to go to like concerts and like practice and like take tests. There's band tests. Like,
So time.
There's proficiency tests too. I took a bunch of proficiency tests. And if you're good, you're good. But like, you still have to learn every piece that you play.
I just noticed that all of our legs are crossed right now, by the way.
Oh yeah, y'all like the pants, bro. I told myself when I came home after we got sushi from the union, I was like, "Yo, Tiago, I'm fucking recording this episode in pajamas. I'm just that washed today."
You know, it's funny you say that because I was like, what? Because I was thinking to myself, Stefan always be wearing pajamas whenever we come over here.
Yeah.
Which is fine because like you're in your home, wear pajamas. Like when I'm in my dorm, I don't even wear pants. But like,
Yeah, never mind me never to go to your dorm.
you know, well, no, like that's what I was gonna get into just now. Like if I know people are coming over, obviously I'm gonna push it on. Like if I know people are gonna be there, like I can't just wear pajamas. Like I don't know, it's like a mental thing.
I wear pajamas around most people because I like to be comfortable. I don't give a damn. I don't know. It's just a thing. Like I would put on clothes, but I want to be comfortable. Like when I came home. Yeah, so I was like, yo.
You guys want to hear a secret?
Go ahead.
I'm always wearing pajamas because I literally wear what I wear all the time, which is fucking sweatpants.
Sleep in sweats?
Sleep in sweats.
I've done that like.
Doesn't that get hot?
No.
I mean,
Couldn't sleep in sweats.
My room is so cold.
Oh.
I keep my room cold, but I also don't sleep with a shirt on. So.
And then when it gets in the summer,
Same.
butt ass naked. That's my favorite time. Just sleep with my socks on.
Sleep with socks on?
Not even underwear?
No underwear.
No underwear? I feel like, I mean, like,
I don't like that.
I feel like you should at least sleep with underwear.
I don't know how I feel
You never lived.
You know, bro, I'm not gonna say I don't like it. Like, I feel like you should sleep in underwear at least.
Yeah.
At least.
You know, sometimes.
Why socks and not underwear?
That's
though?
what I'm thinking.
Like,
You sleep with socks on. Wait, but you sleep with socks on now too?
Huh?
Like when you go to bed, you keep your socks on?
No, when I'm in the winter, I don't keep socks on.
I don't wear socks whenever. When I get in bed, I'm like, I'm going to bed tonight. Again, Ben, I take my socks off. Like,
In winter, I don't keep my socks on because I have so many blankets on.
Makes sense.
But like because I feel like I have to have something on when I go to sleep, I always keep the socks on
yeah.
in the summer.
Well, switch the socks for underwear.
Yeah, or you can wear bottoms.
That's a suggestion.
But sometimes I do. I mean, like, there's just some moments where I'm just like, yo, you know what?
I feel like the viewers might be.
Just go nude.
The viewers might what?
The viewers might think you're sharing a little too much.
Wow.
TMI, buddy.
This is what you signed up for. You got to nut on some glass in this bitch.
I don't sleep with the shirt on.
This is Night on a Glass, man. What you thought you were gonna get?
Yeah, my name is
Look at the name.
My name is pretty vulgar.
This shit.
No, I used to sleep without a shirt on, and then I was like, I'm gonna start sleeping with a shirt on the past year. And then like when it gets too hot, when I like get hot, or like when we hit the summertime or whatever, like I get like this like heat rash. And it's not even like itchy or whatever, it's just like you can see like the like spots on my like face and on my chest.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, so I have to like make myself like, I just want to remember like 55 degrees sleep with no shirt on, and my body temperature will normalize.
This is gonna be the weirdest episode.
This is a weird episode, but you know what is what
We
it
can
is.
keep the momentum going.
Oh, I want to ask a question.
This is
How was your guys' like Valentine's Day? Because we did like end with Valentine's Day, so I feel like it's kind of should start with it.
Continuation, segue. Stefan, put your phone down. We're talking.
No, but this
Facts,
is
we
the
are-
funniest thing ever, bro.
Nah, don't read that on here.
I'm not gonna read it on here, but this
um,
is the funniest shit ever. You can,
Dude, we're like middle of recording.
Yes, the phone. Like,
So,
yeah, bro. Put your phone down.
Like I was saying.
you already knew what the fuck
Valentine's
you
Day.
did for Valentine's. We talked about it in the last.
We did, but like, did anything change? Like, how'd it go?
Go ahead, Rennie.
Me first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I spent Valentine's Day. It was pretty good. Pretty good. I was at
And I spent Valentine's Day with. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Wait, no, that's what I was going. Bro, like, y'all don't even.
Let me tell a story.
Y'all don't even give me a chance to talk, bro.
Shit.
I was literally getting into that. I was gonna say before I was so fucking rudely interrupted. Goddamn.
Stop talking that hot shit.
I spent Valentine's Day at my girlfriend's house, Lucy. Shout out, Lucy. Don't come on the show.
I want to.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it was, it was a cool weekend. It was fun.
Hey, yo, nice sneakers, by the way. I just want to point that out.
Thank you,
You feel better?
I knew he was gonna say something bullshit.
bro. I'm good.
I'm rolling.
Yo, just be dragging it.
Just fuck, bro.
Huh?
You sound hurt, bro. You said, I'm good.
Like, what do you want me to say?
Say it with your chest next time.
All right.
All
All right, Stefan, go.
right.
By the way, we love you, Rennie. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah.
Even though you don't call us. Anyway, go ahead.
It's so annoying, bro.
I did shit. I did jack shit, bro.
You didn't do anything?
No, I don't give a fuck. Bro.
None at all.
Nothing at all.
Say it with your chest.
I did nothing at all on Valentine's.
Put the mic close.
Put the mic closer. They can't hear you.
You want to put it in my mouth? That's how close you put it.
Well, I mean, you did say you like to suck, so I don't know. Blow, my
Come
bad.
on now, bro. You only get.
Wait, aren't those like words interchangeably?
No.
Like, let's really break it down. Blowjobs.
And
Why does it have to be sexual though? What about bubbles? Like blowing bubbles? Like
Yeah, but I'm saying you just said suck, right? If you're talking about blowjob, isn't it sucking? So therefore, he is blowing. He's sucking. He needs it in his mouth.
in that context, yes, but we're talking about we're talking about the context of a clarinet. You can't suck a clarinet.
I mean,
you suck a reed.
There you go.
Stefan, can you just answer the question? Ignore Ricarlo.
I did nothing whatsoever on Valentine's Day. Nothing that I could recall. Nothing too spectacular or anything. Whatever. I probably just laid in bed and watched Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds.
Yeah. That's about it. Honestly, it was a good day though. I love Criminal Minds. Anyways, what about you, Ricardo?
I mean, like that's what it's about. It's about like Carl said last episode, self-love.
It's about self-love, 100%. You know, I did the nice shit. I went to work, went to a photo shoot for a few, made some money, and came home. Before I came home, bought Ben and Jerry's. As I said, did my rom-com shit. Fire. Posted it on my Instagram. If you want to go see what I was watching, go to the Instagram.
I think it's down by now.
Yeah.
What? No, it was on Reel.
Oh, okay, bet.
Yeah, I did a nice little reel for it.
Because I did see it on your story, I was like, that's nice.
Yeah, wasn't it nice? Yeah,
bro, I was like, that's nice.
The vibe was set.
Monday sucked, though.
I did make myself an origami heart, though. I don't know why, but I was like, let me practice my skills, and I made myself an origami heart. I have it with me.
Did you give it to your mom?
No.
Oh.
Did you wish your mom happy Valentine's
Yes, I
Day?
did.
Okay, because I was about to say.
Yeah, I did the same thing. But here, this is what I forgot. So I'm like having a conversation with a few different people, friends, whatever. I literally said, they're like, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? And I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna go get my friends Ben and Jerry. I used the same line like 15 times. I'm gonna go get my friends Ben and Jerry, and I'm gonna go watch, rom-coms.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, oh, well, have fun. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, they didn't understand it. Like, the joke went right over their head. Like, they didn't understand. They're like, well, a few people asked, who's Ben and Jerry? And I'm like, what? Am I the only one?
Really?
Is that like, am I the only one that's just like, all right, maybe it's just, maybe it's just these people are dumb? Or am I the one that's dumb?
Nah, I don't think it's that they're dumb or you're dumb. I just think, I don't know, maybe it might just be a miscommunication because, when you said, just...
I'm gonna go get my friends Ben and Jerry.
The way you said it.
But I put a laughing emoji at the end of it.
Well, they probably didn't catch on.
Shit.
Sometimes jokes go over people's heads, bro.
Like ours.
I'm not going to cross my legs. I will flock away from the crowd. Differentiate myself.
The French. Like Haitians.
What?
Haitians are French.
French.
I didn't know that.
Now you do.
Haitian Revolution. Anyway.
That's funny. Make the little rainbow shit.
That's exactly what I
Can we edit that in?
But I was thinking the SpongeBob one in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Imagination.
Monday sucked, though. I don't know what y'all did on Monday, but Monday sucked ass.
It just felt like another extension of the weekend. Like, I had a class, but I didn't do anything. So, and the rest of the day, and then it snowed. I don't think I'm trying to go anywhere.
I have a sports car.
Can we talk about this for a second?
Hey,
Sorry.
Can we get to?
I was reading that. It was just kind of funny.
Nice iron.
I didn't say anything. Bro, I didn't comment. Bro, I didn't comment because I was like,
He was clowning you.
Dude, let me tell you about what happened yesterday.
He had a sports car.
Yes.
I get in my car after I go to Union, and
You in college?
yeah, and I'm just driving around or whatever, and it was snowing for a bit now, but there was like a thin layer of ice
Really? I didn't see any.
over the thing. In Schenectady, there was, especially down towards Union.
Oh, well, yeah, it was not.
Bro, I was telling you that near the high school Union, Ellis, it was fucked up. It was fucked up, dude.
And then there was tons of powder snow. Like, there was just laying right on top of it. So it looked like, I was like, all right.
They just not clean those streets? Those are main streets?
Dude, they didn't clean those streets until literally late yesterday.
Those are main streets. Like, they don't.
Steffon, I told you the story about what happened on my street.
Thank you. All right, let me continue. Hello. So I get in my car. I got a front wheel drive car with traction control. Pretty fucking good. But here's the thing. I have skinny Corvette tires on my car. I literally have racer tires on my car. I don't have all seasons. I don't have winter tires. I have skinny tires on my car. Right? So I get on the thing, traction control is working for me, whatever. I take the one turn. So how you go up towards Union and then there's a cut across towards Union Street? If you're in the back,
Yes.
by where the security shit is,
Yeah.
going down towards the traffic circle. I forget what the road is called. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. But I took a right turn, and my car, the whole ass end of my car, started going like that. And I'm like, you know what? Ricarlo's not going anywhere today.
Carl's going
I made
home.
up my mind, because here's the thing. I kept going down the street, didn't really have a problem when I was going down the street. Because if I'm in a straight line, that car's not going anywhere. Like, it can get through 5 inches of snow, you know what I mean? Well, there's a thin layer of ice, it's just water. The traction control is that good on the car. But every time I made a turn at like 10 miles per hour, 5 miles per hour. I made the turn going down Union Street, and this is what happened to my car. Because of the way the Veloster is built, the ass is so big in that car that it's bigger than the front of the car. And this was a conversation I was having the other day. Like, what people don't understand is that a lot of front wheel drive cars, phenomenal in snow. Better car than like a rear wheel drive car. Completely understand, right? But in that moment, you gotta understand, it's like driving a Mustang on the ice. Does that make sense? So like like a Mustang, when you press on the gas, the ass end just starts kicking out. I guess like lip gloss. But the ass end just kicks out. Like if you press on the gas and you're on regular asphalt, it spins no matter what, right? That's kind of how the Veloster is in snow and slash ice, because the ass is so big on my car, right? The back tires are like this and the front tires are like this. It literally looks like it's going like this. It's like a girl that's like on a bed with her ass up in the air. That's literally the
Why was that
car.
the analogy?
But I'm trying to paint the picture because because for, you know, if you don't know what it is, like I'll put a little picture right here of a Hyundai Veloster, but like the
You gotta get a picture of him posing in front of it.
like this.
The most
like
fuckboy type photo.
But
Buying his lips and shit.
It's just a, you know, it's a Hyundai Veloster, it's a turbo, and the ass of that car was just kicking out. So as I'm going down the road, this is literally what happens to me. My car is just moving from
You're
side to
just
side
swaying
down
from
the road.
side to
I'm
side.
just swaying, and I didn't have like much of a problem as I get in really the downtown area where it was a little bit more cleaner and stuff like that. But going up the hill, I felt my wheels spinning.
It was way cleaner. If the way you're describing it was way cleaner by us than it was. But like we're near Rotterdam, like even on
but
my
it's
street.
but it's Rotterdam. But you gotta understand.
I don't live on Rotterdam. I live like in where they don't clean the streets. Like I live like on the border of Schenectady, so they don't clean our streets like that cross. But I'm just saying, like if the way you're describing it, like they didn't clean those streets properly.
Dude,
they cleaned our streets.
Those, you don't understand. Like those, it was so. There was no, and also this was part of it too. This is at, what was it, like 2:00 or some shit? I think that's when I was going. And whenever after I texted you guys, but I've got into things in that car before where I was taking a turn and my car literally just hit the whole curb, right? And I curved my wheels because of that, because of the way the car is made. Now, not every car is like that, but unless I have an all-wheel drive car, I'm not moving in anything. I'm just not confident. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that I'm not a good driver or anything like that. But if I don't have an all-wheel drive or a four-wheel drive car and like layers of ice, or if I had winter tires on that car or all seasons, it probably would have been a way different scenario. I wouldn't have spun at all. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the case. I don't have that. Simple. Yeah, these little tires are like that much. The rim is more than the tires. That's why the wheels are so curvy and how low it is to the ground. So yeah, I wasn't going anywhere. So these guys sit here and say to me yesterday,
These guys?
There's no, sorry, my fault. You're on my
It was Steffon.
Steffon says this. Steffon
I was in the shower, bro.
The roads aren't that bad, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, motherfucker, I just slid literally all the way down the road.
So I know for a fact the roads by your house were not bad.
No, the roads by my house were bad too.
I drove on those roads.
The roads on my house, but here's the thing: you drive an all-wheel drive.
I'm talking about in terms of cleanness. There was barely any ice on there when I was driving.
There was
4 o'clock.
Sure, on 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
that's when they plowed by 4. But
Yeah.
it was snowing
That's
from
when-
like
that's
12
when we're
to
trying to do
12
shit.
to 2.
No, bro, it wasn't around 4.
Yeah,
I got here.
not around
No, it's
4.
Steffon. I got here around
because
4.
that's
bro.
when you guys left.
We didn't have any plans for that. We hadn't made any plans on Monday
Oh,
at
this
all.
is reversed. Wow.
What-
Wait, go back because I don't know how much we got in there. Basically, what we're talking about right now, the roads were slipping. My car was bad. Then these guys say, "What are we doing?" I said, "I ain't doing shit because my car's slipping."
I would have picked
Go
you
ahead.
up too.
Go
Like,
ahead.
I literally was gonna pick Rennie up and bring him back to RPI. That was the problem.
Yeah, but you were gonna bring me all the way back down to Schenectady.
I wasn't in. I was gonna go. We were gonna record at my house. I was gonna take you back, and I was gonna go to RPI. But you
Should have
were
made
like,
that clear.
I'm not doing anything, and I was like, oh, that shit scared the fuck out of me. I thought that was a bird that about to hit my window.
Nah.
was
Even though
like-
birds are stupid like that.
I've had a bird hit my window.
Pigeons are
Same.
very dumb.
Yeah.
Are pigeons even real? Birds?
Pigeons are government drones.
You ever saw that video of a dude like holding a
Can we talk
pigeon
about
wing?
that in a second? Can we continue with this conversation, please?
So we
Holy
just had
shit.
no plans, bro. And so like I wasn't gonna go back early. I was gonna go back late, like 8 o'clock, anyways. But because we had no plans, I didn't go back early. I went back early as fuck. Because I didn't even think Tiago was gonna be here yesterday.
See, the thing with me is I had to get back early because I didn't know that you were going back that day, and like
Well, yeah, I gotta get
to ask you for a ride and stuff. I didn't even think about that, right? But like, if I didn't ask my dad to take me back early, then I would have to go back like today at like 3 a.m. And I was not trying to do that. So yeah, no.
I have to come back because I had to get tested. I'm not missing a test.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but this guy's like sitting here. But here's my thing: we were in the fucking group chat, and we're sitting here talking, and you fucking kept going. It's really not that bad. It's really not that bad, motherfucker. It was bad.
It was bad.
It was bad enough for me not to be.
It was
you're
bad
for your car.
Yeah, exactly.
But you were,
So why would I
making
drive?
the weather conditions sound bad. I was like, bro, the weather conditions aren't bad. You didn't explain yourself. For a fact, you didn't explain that your car. You said it's a sports car. No explanation. This is the first time.
It's a sports car.
That's all he said. I have a sports car.
I'm not gonna text a fucking whole paragraph explaining why my car isn't good in the snow.
Yeah, but then you're like, then you're trying to justify that the weather conditions were horse shit.
But the roads were bad. I wasn't even saying the weather conditions were bad.
What the fuck was that?
You see that too, right? Yeah.
That shit just fell so fast, bro.
They have no idea what's going on, but mad snow is falling from the sky right
It's
now.
because
It sounded like
it's all the ice. 'Cause it was like raining yesterday or whatever.
Yeah, it's like from the top
Bro,
of the
Tiago
building.
doesn't believe me when I was telling him. I'm like, in March, like all the snow, but because of the rain, will be like a lot of it will be melted. He's like, what? He's like, mind blown when I first told him. I was so funny because he doesn't experience snow. Right?
Fucking Florida
No,
kids.
it depends on how the weather is though, because I remember like it was like what, a year ago or 2 years ago, and it didn't really get melted till like middle of April.
April, yeah.
It was snowing in March.
Yeah, but that was like 2019, 2018.
That was 2019.
But you know, it's
Yeah.
raining and shit. If we still get like steady rain like this for the rest of the month, we could honestly see like an early spring, which I have no problem with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I don't think we'll have
Word.
snowstorms all the way up until March. Because that's what the problem was.
Don't
last-
say that now, nigga.
That was
Don't jinx it, bro.
That was the problem with last year. We just had snow up until like March like 15th or whatever.
Yeah, bro.
It was fucking insane. It wasn't
It was
even like a
annoying.
little bit of snow, bro. It was like full ass snowstorms, bro. Like
It was very
It
infuriating.
wasn't last year. It was 2018 then.
2019.
2019. That's when.
2019. I do remember that. Last year we had snowstorms up until like early March.
Yeah.
Like early March was like the last snowstorm.
'Cause I remember putting
last
up
frontier.
I remember putting up my trampoline at end of March, so it wasn't that bad.
hmm
It
It snowed once in April last year.
but it was like a light flurry.
Yeah.
All this to say fuck New York, fuck upstate New York.
You know what? All this for Ricarlo to say that he couldn't drive in the snow.
Yeah, all that. But also, I want the boat in the water so bad. I just want to go back to swimming. I want to do everything like summer oriented.
Go to Florida.
Dude, listen.
Hey, Texas, bro, we're going down.
Can't do Texas. You know why? Because it's frozen right now.
What?
Vote in
Texas
May,
is like
in May.
frozen over. Yeah, of course. But like Texas is like, in my honest opinion, if I were to move somewhere, I'd probably move California or Florida.
I moved
Like
As of
everyone
right now.
wants to go to Cali.
And I would move to Austin. That's where Buddy lives. Shout out Riley again. But
Mr. White.
We're gonna have to start paying for
but I'd also
He gonna have to start paying us.
Facts. But I'd also
No.
I also would like to move to like, you know, Houston or Austin. You know, that wouldn't be bad either. But like the problem is that they still get winter. Like they're frozen right now. The hell is frozen over at Texas.
At an unfortunate time of year for them. They
So-
probably have it worse than us right now.
No, yeah, 100%.
They're not even built. They're not even built for this type of weather, anyways.
They don't have plows. Like, listen, I can say one thing: Schenectady last year versus Schenectady this year, and honestly, all of upstate New York, we've gotten a lot better with plowing.
Yeah.
Like, we have a lot more trucks out there, regular ass pickup trucks with a plow in the front, and then you know, like the big ass, you know, plow trucks as well.
Yeah.
They're plowing. Like, I could say like for certain that we are way better.
All this to say that y'all people who leave snow on the top of your car and that snow falls in the middle of the street, fuck you. Because when you got
Fuck you.
Yeah, bro. When you got your car, when you got your SUV and you got snow on top of your car, just clean it off, man. It doesn't take any extra time.
Yeah,
bro.
clean it off for
Because
cars
then-
like
then you're
mine.
then you're gonna stop in the middle of a clear street and all the snow is gonna fall off your fucking hood, and you know it's gonna fall right onto the fucking road.
You ever saw that video of the news reporter guy talking about how, well, people seem to not understand that that there's a simple fix to getting snow off your car. You just take the thing, go like whoosh, 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 and boom, you clean your car.
Exactly, bro.
Shit's
It takes, like,
hilarious.
2 extra seconds.
Word. Clean your cars.
Clean your car.
For those of you who drive.
It's unsafe if you don't.
You got that out of your system now?
Yeah, nah.
Can we talk about something besides snow?
Yeah, bro.
Can we talk about something besides snow and wheels and cars
Talk
now?
about time travel.
Time travel. No, fuck. What did I bring up? I brought up something, and then you were like, put a pin in that. Forgot what it was.
Oh, right, word. Shit, I don't know.
It was earlier. Fuck, I forgot what it was. I brought it up as a joke, but I was like, fuck, we can talk about it. Damn. Rewind.
Was that not? No, that was after the whole Lucy shouldn't be on the show shit.
It was not, bro.
It was
Bro, why'd you bring that up? Why?
What did I say? HBO Max and Disney Plus. I don't know if you guys have seen, but like in terms of numbers and stuff and the output, like Hollywood is changing. Obviously, you know, you see a lot of the stuff with like the streaming, like Disney Plus has shows and HBO Max has had movies so far. HBO Max is releasing all of their theatrical movies, or any movie that's being distributed by Warner Brothers is going to be on HBO Max this year. We've already had Little Things, Judas and the Black Messiah, both fantastic films. Check those out. And last year we had Wonder Woman at Christmas. What are your opinions on these streaming services? Which ones are good? Which ones are bad? Do you think that they shouldn't release movies altogether? Go ahead.
Okay. So, first off, I can't speak too much on HBO. Like, what is it now? HBO Max?
It's called HBO Max.
It's HBO Max now, not HBO Go, right?
Nah, HBO Go is now HBO Max.
It's now
Part of
HBO
it.
Max. Gotcha. Okay. I don't have HBO Max. Never did. I think I had Go for a little bit, for like 2 days or a week or something. I don't remember. I do have Disney Plus, right? And you know, like, straying off topic a little bit. When Disney Plus first came out, it was like super hyped up, right?
There was like literally nothing on it.
Yeah, bro. There was nothing on it, but everyone was talking about it, right? Like, am I bugging
It had all
Huh?
the old Disney TV shows.
That last.
But like, was anybody even really
No one was
watching
watching
those?
them.
I don't
No,
think
that's-
people were
that's
really
what
watching them though.
Everybody was watching, but that's what everybody was hyping up.
Really?
Oh, they have their whole catalog on here.
They have all their old shows because you couldn't find those anywhere else, bro.
Yeah, but I'm not bugging. That is something that happened, right?
Yeah.
Like, people were super hyped over this
100%.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I never really understood why they were so hyped, because I had it like right around the time it came out. There was nothing
no
on there.
content on it.
Right.
That was, like,
The only thing that was on there was Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
But that was
Yeah.
new stuff, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the only new thing that was on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, going back from that, like tying back to what I was trying to say, I just wanted to bring that up because that was weird. In terms of like releasing movies and shit, I don't really see a problem with it, because realistically that's their only option when it comes to releasing, you know, new content in terms of films and, you know, high production stuff like that.
Sure.
Because like, they have to put it out on streaming services because they can't put it out in movie theaters. Unless I'm missing out something, I feel like that's the logic that they apply.
Straight to Blu-ray. I'm sorry, I just find DVDs and Blu-rays funny now. They're so antiquated.
It's a niche.
I don't think a lot of people like buy into those though.
Yeah, it's like antiquated. That's like it's such a.
I don't know. You guys do still buy Redbox, so.
Oh yeah, nah, like people definitely do, but not enough to make up for like the amount of money that they.
Everything's on demand.
Spend
everything's
during
streaming
production.
services. That's what we're talking about it right now.
Go ahead, finish what you're saying.
Yeah, no, that was it.
What about you, Stefan?
I think it's cool. I mean, they got to make their money somehow. I mean, besides what there's there's HBO, Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hulu. What else is there? Disney
I
Plus.
don't like how
Disney
Netflix
Plus.
be taking off shows.
But Disney, you know, I'll talk in a second, but there's also going to be Paramount Plus.
What?
That's going to be coming
What,
out
they gonna have
soon.
the Transformers?
Paramount
Well,
Plus?
Paramount's all Viacom. So anything CBS, Nickelodeon, that's all Paramount.
Okay.
So Viacom is a giant, like, production company.
I wonder how that'll affect Avatar. Because Avatar just got put on Netflix.
Avatar
It'll be good.
did not just get put on
Avatar
Netflix.
Inquiry. more
It'll get
recently.
pulled.
Yeah. it's
It'll get pulled in
Oh,
about
okay.
a year, depending on what the contract is.
Was it not like half a year ago Avatar got put on Netflix?
Yeah, that's pretty recently for shows.
True,
only has, like,
true.
I think only 2 seasons.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's going
gonna-
to stay that way, so.
Yeah, it's probably soon. So that's interesting. I mean, there's also like Crunchyroll.
In hindsight, Netflix kind of sucks. Just saying.
It's going to suck soon.
Yeah,
and then,
they're making more Netflix originals. Some of them aren't even bad. They're pretty good, honestly.
what was that? What else? Peacock. That's the Universal.
I have no idea. Actually, I do.
Yeah, but you do know what Peacock
Yeah, it's
is.
NBC. They call it Peacock because it's NBC, but it's NBC and Universal are the same company.
Uh-huh. Yeah. There's
A lot of dads watch that.
There's Funimation. There's Crunchyroll.
Yeah, but those are so niche.
Yeah.
You know, not a whole lot of people. And there's what's that horror one?
Shutter. Shutter's great.
Shutter's pretty
I might
good,
just buy
but
Shudder from-
like he said, it's super niche.
I might just buy a Shutter one for.
We should watch.
I feel like Shutter is like for a certain time of the year, like, you know, like
I would
late
watch
to
horror
midsummer.
I'd watch horror movies all year round. It's just like it's
I think-
very hard to find good ones.
Yeah.
And so like I just pay for Shutter myself.
I agree with you. I think Shudder needs more horror movies. I think the problem with Shudder is that as things go on, you're gonna see like less and less newer / like a little tad bit older, a few decades ago, on there because of every production company is creating their own streaming service.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing and it's a bad thing because what happens now is now you have to okay, well, what movies is streaming service on that I want to watch? You know what I mean? So like that's gonna be a problem. My opinion is this. I like what HBO Max is doing and releasing movies, and a lot of movie people are against it. Godzilla vs. Kong is going to come out on March 31st. Cannot wait. We'll probably watch that in theaters, and probably will watch it in HBO Max like 3 times. But I watched it in theaters because of the IMAX experience. But Zack Snyder's Justice League comes out like March 18th. So like all these things like, you know, are coming out in like the next month, which I think is going to be terrific. My problem is this. I feel like the movie going experience is only being uplifted by some of these companies that still care, Disney being one of them. Like Disney is not releasing Black Widow and not releasing like a lot of these other films that they have because they are not going to get the money, or they fear they're not going to get the money that they put into the film back, as well as they do not want to, you know, kill movies. And I think the problem that we're going to be seeing in the next few years is if movie theaters go, money goes with those movies. And people are going to be like, what happened to the quality of movies from 2000 to 2020 or 2021? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the movie,
you
when
make
the
a really
money
good
goes,
point.
Like when they're not making more money than they put into the film, so like it costs like $400 million to make a movie, and then they make like, let's say $5 billion off of it, right? They made the money back and then some. So now they're not losing anything on it. But like what Wonder Woman showed us is that in the box office alone, they could have made their money back. There's no numbers for HBO Max. It's a problem as well. But you know, they didn't make nearly as amount of money that they needed to on that film. You know what I'm saying? For it to be a success. And if that keeps happening with all of these other movies, you're going to see a big problem in movies and TV shows in general.
Yeah, so this is just a personal thing. Like, as more streaming services come into play, like everything gets more divided up, and like now we're having movie releases through streaming services. I'm just like, okay, cool. I'll just take a step back. I'm getting more withdrawn from just like even like watching new movies or like whatever. I'm removed like
Sure.
Like it's just not interesting. Like I'm just like I'll go to the movie theater if it's out, but if it's not being released in a movie theater, I'm just not gonna pay for a streaming service. I'm fine with just watching YouTube and anime, bro. Like that's a personal thing.
Sure, not
like,
here.
and I feel like a lot of people revolve around that, but not everybody. It's just for me personally. I'm able to be like, I don't fucking care about this. Like I can go my entire life without watching like any of this shit and be outside of like what everybody's talking about and like on Twitter and like
Sure.
shit like that. That's just a personal thing, man.
Yeah. You know, like you said, that is, you know, something that's very personal to you, but I feel like that sentiment is shared by a lot of people, really. Like, it's somewhat shared, like, you know, with me and stuff, because I never really cared too much about, like, watching, like, the newest movie and shit. Like, I don't know, it just wasn't something that I, like gravitated towards, I guess. But, like, if there's a new movie out and it really interests me, right, like, I would never, and I have never just gone out of my way to see a new film. Mm-hmm. If I manage to stumble across it, somehow I get invited to go watch a movie, I end up watching it at a family thing, end up watching it at a friend's house, I'll watch it, I'll sit through it. But it won't be like a new movie comes out and I'm like, oh shit, well, gotta go watch that shit.
Go get that new streaming like service, like go subscribe to it.
Oh, it's time for me to pay away my soul to HBO. Sure. Shit.
I kind of disagree with you guys. I think you guys are a little bit in the minority there. And I would say
maybe
these 2 reasons. The Mandalorian and WandaVision are perfect shows for examples of how to week-to-week basis can draw in as many viewers as it has. The Mandalorian's, it's, you know, Disney Plus's biggest success, and WandaVision is slowly getting there, but it's getting there. And listen, you haven't watched it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You have
So
not
just to
watched.
preface that.
You have not watched either, and you know I'm not going to spoil anything. You should definitely go
I was
watch
just
it.
gonna preface that by saying I have no like.
Yeah, sure, but like the thing is that the viewership says completely otherwise. Like they're pulling 10 times the amount of viewership that they would pull for like a regular cable TV show. Like in terms of like the streaming service, like there's a reason why there's so many streaming services. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's a ginormous want for Marvel, for Star Wars especially. I mean, those are like the two biggest franchises under Disney's belt that they have. And then on top of that, what I think HBO Max has that Disney Plus doesn't, because I think they're, to keep it frank, you know, not bold enough to do it. They don't have the balls. Is release those movies on Disney Plus or on like how HBO Max is doing. Because I remember last year when they announced the vaccine, HBO Max, you know, had an announcement like about a week after they said like, hey, vaccine's working or whatever, saying that all their movies are going to be available on HBO Max next year, as well as in the theaters, and no extra cost. And everybody in the movie world was saying, what? Why would they even do that? The vaccine just got announced. But look at them now. HBO Max is becoming the most successful streaming service, slowly but surely with every movie launch. I think the Zack Snyder Justice League is going to bring a whole lot of people in. It's going to be a 4-hour movie. They should have made that a series and made it a 4-part series and released it week to week, which I think would have been smarter. But they're releasing it as a 4-hour movie, and then Godzilla vs. Kong. After this next month, you know, HBO Max will be the biggest streaming service, without a doubt. And we could go back and talk about it at that point. But it's insane. I mean, you look at even like some of the trailer stuff. Like Godzilla vs. Kong is the most watched movie trailer, I think, of all time.
Is it actually?
Yeah, and it literally the trailer dropped, I think, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and then Zack Snyder's Justice League trailer is the most watched Warner Brothers trailer of all, like HBO trailer, any of that shit, like within that faction of all time as well. And those are just the last two.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's so funny. Like I feel like that just speaks to my removal of like my own personal like distance from like
disconnect from all that shit.
Like have no like not
Sure.
even like I don't have any interest. I didn't even know that like that was a thing, bro. Like that either of those movies were dropping, when they were dropping. Like if it were not for you, I would have never even heard about either of those two.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just funny like how far removed I am as a, the more you talk about it, I'm like, damn, I'm really a minority.
You know,
Can
we clip that?
I'm really a minority.
I'm really a minority.
You know, I'm not like Steffon. I knew about both of those movies, and like I've known about them for a really long time. But
I mean, those are big movies, though. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, and like I have some interest in both of those franchises individually. That's how I knew about them. Like that's how I knew about those films. But in terms of like having like a predisposition to knowing, oh my God, when these movies come out, I have to, like, I also had that disconnect like Steffon, just not to that degree.
Yeah.
I didn't know that in the movie world, like, this was seen as something like super crazy. Like, I just thought it was just like, oh,
That's a movie.
new film.
Yeah,
Well,
the only reason I'd seen crazy as because a Godzilla vs. Kong, if it only released in theaters, if there was no pandemic, would make so much money. It's hilarious, and the fact that I even think that they're releasing it is hilarious to me in general because of how big the staple is. I mean, you're talking about King Kong versus Godzilla, literally two of the biggest movie franchises, and we've only seen them fight once, and that was like back in the 80s, in puppets, and now you're seeing a CGI. Like, it's just going to be a big movie no matter what. It's your names that you have in there, like Batman versus Superman. You know what I mean? It's the same kind of idea, and like Justice League, same kind of idea.
As for the Justice League thing, I love my comic books. You know what I mean? I'm just so uninterested in all the DC movies at this point.
But you're not even watching the Marvel shit either, which I'm just shocked at. Because WandaVision, and I don't want to spoil anything again, but there's a lot of big shit that's going on in WandaVision that's setting up like the future of the MCU, and it's pretty interesting.
WandaVision is
like
question: is WandaVision set like before Endgame?
Nah, WandaVision takes place literally like right after Endgame. Like
Okay, that's why I was confused because like Vision's in there and like he
I'll definitely watch that Black Panther movie.
he is he not?
Okay.
That's gonna be. I'm honestly. I think I'm most excited for the Shang-Chi.
Yeah, bro. Vision is gone, right?
No,
okay,
Vision's
bet.
dead, but I don't want to ruin it. So like.
Okay, bet, bro. Don't tell me anything. I just see him in the show and I'm like, what the fuck? Can someone explain?
Like, there's no explainer yet for that. There's just little bits and pieces. Basically, you know.
But it is set after.
It's set right after.
Okay, bet. The only reason I didn't want to watch this guys was like, bro, I already know he dies. I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, but it's not. I just want to play out.
Yeah, but don't say anything.
There's so many like multiverse shit. Like if you watch any of the Legacy movies, that's what Marvel's calling it now. Like X-Men, Spider-Man, like all those old movies are called Marvel Legacy now, in quotation marks.
Yeah.
So if you watched any of that shit, like if you're just a Marvel fan in general, outside the MCU, you're gonna love WandaVision, and you're gonna love Doctor Strange, and you're gonna love Spider-Man 3.
Hey,
All right.
I'm just waiting for that Blade shit to come out, bro. I've been
That's just gonna be
Blade.
garbage.
Hey, I hope
The
not.
director, I don't know. I got opinions.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't have any interest in watching Marvel TV shows. I don't know. Just a thing.
I don't blame you.
It's like the Marvel-
Some of their shows have been pretty shit.
It's like not even Marvel Cinematic Universes. I feel like when I heard Marvel Cinematic Universe, I was like, that's got grandeur to it. Now it's just like in my mind, it's just Marvel's connected universe, bro. Like it's like
Makes
just a bunch
sense.
of fucking throwaway TV shows sometimes and bad movies. And
Makes sense. Have you seen Iron Fist?
But that's not part of it.
no,
It's not.
It's not connected.
They didn't.
It's not canon. Okay, bet.
No, it's that Marvel TV is not connected to MCU. It was like, oh, we mentioned it, and then Kevin Feige's like, no, that's just not connected to us. So like, until we see Daredevil, like let's say we see Charlie Cox appear in something, then that's like gonna be your connection. But like as of right now, all those Netflix shows are not connected, and that's part of the reason why I don't like MCU. Like I don't like MCU as much as I like DC. I'm gonna be
Bro,
honest
it's
with you.
literally becoming the comic books at this point. It's literally like they're just picking whatever works for their canon,
Mhm.
and they're just like, well, we don't fuck with this. This was bad. All right, we'll throw it away. And then people are like, well, now what are you doing? Because now you're saying everything is connected, but nothing is connected.
Not all of the movies are connected. Like even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't connected.
Yeah.
So, and that was originally connected. So it makes no sense. Like you know when you're looking at it as a cinematic universe. But I feel like my problem with WandaVision is going to be is there's certain characters that they've introduced that if they're not the character that they are, I'm gonna say it like that. That if they're not the character that they are, I'm going to be very pissed off. If that makes sense. For the sole reason that they're going to be pulling, oh well, it's just this person that looks like this person, but they're not actually that person. If that makes sense.
I know.
I don't know. DC just handles like their multiverse shit way better.
They handle their multiverse shit better, but also like with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, ever since since Phase 4, because Phase 4 ended with Endgame. You know what I mean? It's just one seamless, just fucking
Phase 4.
timeline. It was very nice, very flowed together very well. And I understand you got to go bigger and better, but when you say something and then you go back on what you said, like with the multiverse, it just doesn't click.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. In my opinion, I watched Endgame and Crisis on Infinite Earths came out around the same time. And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I think Endgame was kind of a letdown.
Crisis had a better story.
I think Crisis had a better storyline, and for the budget, I mean, there's a whole reason why I thought Crisis was better. Endgame, and this is gonna be very hated because you're looking at it, but there were so many characters that were introduced in the Marvel Cinematic Universe at the time. You know, your Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., those characters, your Ghost Riders, your Daredevils, your Punishers. Just seeing them pop up in there and like in a thing would have been good enough for anybody. And it was kind of a letdown because a lot of people were like expecting everything to come through, and like people that watched everything were let down because not everything was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there was no Luke Cage. Like Luke Cage didn't come through with a hallway scene or some shit. You know what I mean? So.
We got 5 minutes left on this part. So.
Yeah, we could just cut right now. We
Yeah.
take a nice little intermission. All right.
Yeah.
Power, I don't use it.
Yeah, I'd be a Kuzma power player.
Like, bro, whenever I feel the tiniest bit cold, heat high all the way up, 100 degrees.
Bro,
A slight chill. I'm like, oh, well.
Yeah, bro. As soon as my shit, like, as soon as I, like, cause we have individual fucking heaters in each of our rooms.
Oh,
So I'd
really?
be like closing my door, right? And I'm like, wait, it's a little bit chilly here. 85
It's a little bit
degrees
chilly,
high.
85 all the way
And
up,
then
bro.
Sometimes it stops getting hot here at 85. I'm like, it's not 85 degrees. So I turn that bitch to like the start, which means just kick hot air until I tell you to stop.
Exactly.
Like, I don't care, bro.
Cause bro, this is the thing. If I have the power, I will abuse it. Cause dude, holy shit.
We pay for it.
Did you see what they were talking about in the group chat today?
No, I didn't. What are you talking about?
So someone was like, what happened to our extra flex dollars, right? And then I just wrote, someone snitched. And then everyone started bugging out. They were like, bro, what the fuck? They took away our 150 because we had 300.
Yeah.
Now we only got 150.
Yeah.
Shit, bro.
That's cute.
That shit.
That shit's so thick. But I'm probably at like $100.
I have under 100 because I went to the fucking thing today with you guys.
Yeah, but I'm probably at like 90.
I literally have no money. How will I survive the next, 4 months?
You have to eat comments for whatever.
For real, I will.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go.
Like, what am I supposed to do with 150
I got food
bucks?
in my fridge for you.
I remember.
Don't forget.
All right, welcome back to Another on the Glass podcast. Bitch.
Why are you pointing to me?
You got okay?
Oh no, I thought you were gonna take it away. That's why I pointed to you.
Oh no, I got nothing.
You normally take it away. I bet. What me and Stefan were just talking about.
Today.
What me and Stefan were just talking about. So at the school that we go to, RPI, which is like a good school. They gave us $300 like this semester in like student credit, I guess, like you would call it,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term. And here we call it flex dollars. I know at certain colleges they call it by different names or whatever.
He calls it. I forgot what.
God knows what. Anyway,
You know what Union calls it?
what?
Putas.
What?
I don't think.
What'd you say they call it?
It's true.
Like official, like sanctioned is called.
Putas.
I'm gonna have to get that fact checked.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't do this.
All right. Anyway, last semester they gave us like 150, right? And this semester, at the beginning of the semester, they gave us 300, and that's, for those of you who can't do math, that's double what we had last semester. So I was like, bro, I'm about to get double the food, right? Because here, like, the best food is the ones that you buy, like, at the Union and shit.
Yeah.
And when I say here, I mean at our college, not like here. Anyway, so we had 300, and I was fucking geeked. I was like, bro, like, I'm gonna get so much food. And then some kid was like, yeah, hey, are we supposed to have $300? This doesn't seem right. And then, like, the very next day, they took away our 150.
What an idiot.
And bro, we had it for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. They weren't gonna take that shit away. They didn't fucking know. But
See,
then he said that shit, and then
Tiago
boom.
was telling me that they were
If
gonna.
that kid doesn't get jumped, I'm tired of this.
They gotta find his ass.
But Tiago was telling me how he was like, yeah, but like if they had found out at the end of the semester and like you used like all of your like basically if you used all of it and they had to change your bag, they would have charged you. And I was like, they can't.
They can't fucking do that shit.
They wouldn't have done that. I
can't.
was trying to
That
argue
shit ain't
about it.
legal.
I was like,
That
that's
shit
not
is
legal.
not
That's
legal.
This conversation to argue.
I was like, bro, Tiago, you're not right. Because what if I'm like what if I'm like in poverty, right? You know what I mean? And I just come.
What if I'm
and,
just
like,
in poverty?
Yeah, and so like now I have like I spent all the money, and what are they gonna tell me? You have to give us $150 back
No,
because
they're
we
not
made
gonna
a
do
mistake.
it.
And I was like, Tiago,
Because they made the mistake.
yeah,
Yeah, but they can lick every inch of me. The fuck? No. No. They're paying that shit. But when they talked about that shit, someone in the fucking chat was like, bro, shout out the boys that spent all their money in the first week. And I was
How the
like,
fuck
bro,
do you
that should have
spend
been
all your money in the
me.
first
How you spent $300 in the first week? You just buy all the sushi, bro.
But that shit goes bad the day after, like 2 days after.
They don't give a fuck.
Bro, these niggas, they feed.
They
They,
were
said if
living life.
I eat, the team eats, bro.
They were
bought,
living
they bought
life.
food for the entire building, bro.
Hey, yo, low key, I just had a thought. What if, like, I went in there, right, and I bought out the sushi and I sell that shit for $2 under what they asking? I won't be able to sell it because they're using their flex dollars. They can't pay me in flex. Damn, you're right. You're right. You're
I was
right.
thinking the same thing before I just said it, bro.
You're right. Dude. Real quick side note, right? So
my cut, dude.
yesterday, oh my god, shout out my barber, dude.
Shout out barber, bro.
Fuck does that shit get?
Get my barber, bro.
God
Totally
damn.
rad.
Yeah, bro.
So-
So fun of my hair.
Yesterday I was just watching YouTube as I do. I was watching random shit and I stumbled across like a video of a dude like he was talking about infiltrating like one of these like one of these like get rich quick schemes. Like, you know, like you see those guys on Instagram, they're walking around, driving around Rolls Royces and jets and shit, and they'd be like, my course can help you make $1 million. Like that.
Knowledge. Ty Lopez.
Yeah, bro, like Ty Lopez and shit. And I stumbled upon this video. Huh?
You never seen that YouTube ad?
You know Ty Lopez.
Ty Lopez, he's like, he posts into his
Here in my garage.
He's got with the brand new Lamborghini, and then he has the bookshelves. He's like, you know what I did? Knowledge, bro. I got knowledge.
You never seen that?
No.
I feel like he has. You could probably just show him. It'll jog his memory.
I remembered what we were talking about before we put a pin in, so I'll bring that up later.
Okay, but after I mentioned this,
yeah.
and you know, it's really interesting because, like, Riley was talking about it like not too long ago, Forex, and like I know you don't know what that is. Steffon, I feel like Steffon knows what that shit is, and it's so funny because like
I'm like so lost.
these dudes, the people that do this shit, like not the people that just like, you know, like get finessed in doing it, but the people that actually facilitate it and do this shit and get other people into it, they're so caught up in their own bullshit that they don't even realize what the fuck they're doing. Basically, it's just like a super complex pyramid scheme.
I was gonna say, is that not a
Riley explained.
It's a super complex pyramid scheme. And like the thing with Forex is that anyone can really do it, but like you don't make a lot of money doing it. That's the thing. And like the way that they want to facilitate is that, oh, I do it, you do it, you get your friends to do it, make money.
You know, we're all good.
Like I remember watching this. Like it was something. It wasn't like Forex. It was like something, like some other company beginning with an M, and like the dude was sitting in on like one of like the fucking meetings or whatever, and like he like set up like a spy camera or some shit. And the guy that was speaking, this was his pitch. He was like, so this is what happens. Realistically, we want to sell over 1 million units, and one person can do that. And how does that work? I sell it to you, you sell it to your friends sell it to their friends, and boom, 1 million people. And I'm like, bro, I don't think my accumulation of friends can account for 1 million people. Like the guy said that, and then he was like, you don't do it, the system does it. And bro was like, what's the system? You have to pay for next class to figure that out, bro. It's like, bro, this is bullshit.
You have to pay for the next class to figure that out.
Bro, it's just continuous bullshit. Yo, I pray none of you get fucking drawn into that shit.
Nah, I'm good, bro.
It's like drugs, but like more
It's like drugs,
bad
and less addictive.
Less addictive. Well, I mean, it depends on how addictive
Like
you are to that.
Once you get into it, you can't get out of it.
Yeah.
Low key, you could continue, Steffon.
Oh yeah,
This is not my phone.
I was like, what? Let me just pick up my phone to check my like what the. Anyways, I remember we were talking about earlier when we said we are gonna put a pin in. Rennie was like, are pigeons even real? And I was like, pigeons are spy drones. Or government spy drones.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't actually think that pigeons aren't real, but I did see a video on Instagram last year of a dude, he's holding a pigeon, he pulls out like the wing and he shows like a black light on the wing and there's like some weird shit on it. Now, I might just be an idiot and that might be like a scientific thing that I just don't understand, but if someone knows what that is, please inform me.
If I put a black light in a strip club, right, you can see all the bodily fluids, right? So wouldn't that just be like bodily fluids?
Ideally, I guess.
It's like a squirrel nutted on that pigeon, or another pigeon nutted on that pigeon.
Well, I mean, I guess you could say that, but like the thing is, like some of the shit that was written in it that like was revealed by the blacklight was like Japanese kanji and shit like that. That's why I was confused.
Bro, I'm telling you, and I don't actually believe this, but I'm gonna give it a try to be persuasive, bro. So, pigeons are government spy drones, bro. And that black light revealed their GPS tracking chips, right? So they keep tabs on what the fuck people are doing in the American.
Let me see if I can find it. Open your phone.
It's my birthday. I feel like you know this, but
Oh shit, yeah, I do.
my phone's almost dead though.
Yeah, guys, everybody knows his password now. So
Yeah, Steffon.
I'm sure people are.
We're just gonna beep that
I'm
out.
sure you don't have to. I'm sure people are gonna actually have my phone. I don't give my phone to anybody. But yeah, nah. So they're tracking us, keeping. That's why pigeons don't run away, bro. Pigeons in the city, they don't run away. They're trying to keep track of all the.
Dude, pigeons in the city are on some other shit.
Bro, they be running. They be. So what's up? They be pulling up on you.
You know what's crazier? I think that pigeons from New York versus seagulls from like Miami, that's a dirty fight. Who wins that?
Pigeons, bro.
No, dude, those seagulls. Have you seen seagulls from like
Not from
islands and,
not
like,
from Miami.
and
Not
shit?
from Miami.
Yo, those seagulls are on some other shit because they don't eat. So like you go with seagulls, like let's say you in like Aruba and shit.
Fuck.
You telling me that's just bird nut, bro?
It is not a real one.
Is it? I don't know. I have no clue, dog.
Alright, first of all, I'm gonna send myself this so I have it for later. But
He's gonna watch it.
But it's not anything dirty, guys. It's literally a video of a pigeon. We'll like throw in a clip of it if it's not
I
copyrighted.
don't know what the freak that is, but there's gotta
yeah,
be an
nah,
explanation for
so,
it.
like-
Maybe someone just wrote on the pigeon
Yeah.
and like the invisible.
Yeah, so
Seems like a lot of effort.
pigeons are spy drones. The government poisons our water. Come on now, what else we got?
COVID.
COVID was a government-made bioweapon. Who the fuck? What's his name, bro?
Gandhi.
Not Gandhi.
Jesus.
No, one of our presidents. Bush did 9/11.
Oh,
Well, that's true.
all right. I'm not going to talk about 9/11 because
Nixon was a Russian
I feel that's a
spy.
little more serious.
Nixon was a Russian spy.
Nixon was an actor. If he was a Russian spy too, then damn, he got a lot on his plate.
Wait, you think Nixon was an actor?
No, he was an actor. I don't think he was an actor. He was an actor.
Nixon wasn't an actor.
Look it up.
I thought Reagan was the actor.
Was it Reagan?
It was Reagan.
Is it Reagan I'm thinking of and not Nixon?
I think it is.
Look it up.
Reagan was an actual actor.
Depending on who's right, we'll cut out this clip.
No. We're keeping this in if it's me.
Why is your shit so zoomed
No,
out?
because I'm on I was on desktop mode, so I was looking at my.
I was like, what the fuck?
Make sure we're both looking over stuff on shoulder right now because we want to know what this is.
I'm over here struggling to see.
Didn't pop up. What's next? He was an actor and writer.
Okay, bet. So,
Wait, look up Reagan.
okay, Reagan might have been one too. I'm still right.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so I guess they both were.
So they both were. All right. It's all right, my man. My hands are sweaty. I hope you don't mind.
Clear me hands.
You weren't even lying.
It's from holding the mic, bro.
You know, you be gripping it, bro. You gorilla grip.
I don't want to fall.
glue in
Bro,
the
speaking
hair.
of gorilla, like, you guys heard about that shit?
Bro, she's stupid, bro. That's certified stupid.
You know what's funny is that
Did we talk about this last episode?
No, we didn't. But you know
didn't.
what's so funny? So you know how it's Black History Month?
How is that funny?
No, don't say so.
No. Okay, this is going somewhere. I'm sorry. I just thought about that.
Bro, you got
shit.
black people on your shirt. Come on, man.
I just thought about that shit last episode anyway. So this is what I was gonna say. Because it's Black History Month, there is a whole thing right now because people are clowning around the internet for putting Gorilla Glue in their hair. So anyone that clowned around the internet for putting Gorilla Glue in their hair, people are just calling them racist.
Are you
What are
serious?
your opinions on that?
Well, that's
Happy Black History.
well, that's stupid. No, bro, she's just stupid
She's
for
just
that.
stupid.
Like,
Cancel culture is stupid.
Like, bro, I would give her a pass. Yo, but this is my thing, right? This is my thing, right? I would give her a pass if she accidentally put the Gorilla Glue in her hair. I don't know the full story, but from what I know, right? From what I know, she was in a rush to go somewhere. She didn't have, like, her whatever the fuck she uses. So she put some Gorilla Glue down. I was like, I'll watch that when I get home. No. No.
Yeah, but that's basically what I heard. I heard that her weave wasn't staying down, and she put gorilla.
I thought she put it in there by accident.
Nah, bro.
I guess.
Or at least I don't think so. If she put it in by accident, then I'll give her a
Don't look it up.
pass.
Facts, no feelings. Facts, no feelings.
Yeah, I mean, like people that are calling people people racist for telling her that she's dumb. Like that's dumb. Like putting glue in your hair is just dumb. It has nothing to do with race. It's just dumb. Anyone can do it. She just happened to do it. She's dumb.
Word.
You know, I'm glad she's okay now, but that doesn't change the fact that she's dumb.
She's dumb. I agree.
Unless it was an accident. If it was an accident, you're not dumb. If it wasn't an accident, I'm sorry, but you're dumb.
You're dumb.
And then, you know, like, I don't know the legitimacy of this, but on Snapchat, oh my God, I feel like an idiot now. But on Snapchat, on like one of the like Snapchat story, whatever the fuck, like it was saying, like it was talking about how she was looking to sue the company by saying that they didn't advertise that it
think
wasn't
she is.
safe
I think
for
she
human
is.
hair.
She is so suing them.
How can you, what? Like, you know, it might not be explicitly written on the label, but like, I feel like somewhere along the line,
I know it's just not safe for skin.
well, skin isn't hair.
That's where she can.
I feel like that's her argument.
Listen,
But I feel like
remember
somewhere
coffee?
along the line, you think, you know what?
But we
Maybe I
talked
shouldn't
about
put
this the
glue
other
in
day.
I've done
here.
a presentation. I've looked into it.
The McDonald's coffee thing.
Yeah.
Where this lady sued because her coffee was too hot.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You can sue for anything. It's America. Happy
I don't think
capitalism.
she'll get.
I don't think she has a case.
I don't think she has a case.
Honestly.
I don't know if there's not fine print.
Bro, they will defame and destroy her in court, and those lawyers will be ruthless. And this is gonna sound so bad, but I look forward to it. I look forward to seeing her.
I don't actually think she's gonna take that to court. Like,
She will get defamed. And
I feel like her lawyers know that she has no
many
case.
Cases where people have sued over stupid things like that coffee scandal, and one that I literally would not put it past her winning or having a settlement where she would
Hell
get
fucking no.
something.
Hell fucking
I don't
no.
know, bro. It's a little different, but it's the same. I get what you're saying.
The thing with the coffee thing, right, is that I feel like that lady had more of a sound argument because she could argue that it was hotter than what they advertised, right?
So they advertise hot coffee.
Well, I mean, yeah, they advertise hot coffee, but this is, well,
Same case.
nah, bro, it's not necessarily the same. Cause like this is the thing, or this is the thing, right? With the lady in the glue, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that was not an accident, she willingly did something that put herself in that situation. With the coffee girl, I don't know the full coffee person. I don't know the full story.
The
But I don't
coffee's
think-
hot.
for you.
Well, you know, so we'll save you for last. The coffee's hot, right?
Okay.
Because the coffee is hot, she knew drinking that coffee that it was going to be hot.
That's
So she knew she was going to burn her tongue.
Okay, but this is the
It says
thing.
caution
Like,
cup and it's hot coffee.
okay, like did she burn her tongue?
No,
Did she
she
burn her
didn't.
fingers? Like, I don't. Like, what did she burn? What burnt?
she got 3rd-degree burns around her. Yeah, 'cause she's trying to put stuff in her coffee, and she got 3rd-degree burns. Like 3rd-degree burns. You know how hot something has to be to get 3rd-degree burns? That's her argument that it was.
Wait, hold on. So what happened? Like
She was trying to pour like sugar or shit into her coffee,
and it spilled.
and it got around her leg. And her argument was that it was 3rd-degree burns that she got.
Okay,
which is
with that I
excessively
understand. With that I understand, because like that's like, you know,
Yeah,
that's out of her control.
Yeah.
That's out of her control. I mean, like the coffee spilling and stuff, that was also out of her control. But I guess you could say that, like, to an extent, she affected that happening by pouring the sugar in there. But like,
On
she
the
didn't
left.
ask for 3rd-degree burns.
Sure.
But like that woman.
But the lady, she just put that
it
shit
in
there,
her
bro.
Willingly, no, bro. I don't know, bro. When I think about Gorilla Glue, bro, I think of like super glue, but on like steroids, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't even like sticky.
People be
Super glue
fixing
touching
wooden
my hand,
tables.
Bro, super glue touching my fingers is like you kind of got. If you let it dry, bro, you're pulling your fingers apart. Like you're using a lot of force, bro. You're putting that shit on the top of your head in excess, bro. Like that shit don't make no sense, bro. That shit, like, what in your mind says, yeah, I'm gonna use Gorilla Glue today, guys.
I did that once.
Gorilla Glue. In your head, I don't believe
I
that.
waxed myself with Gorilla Glue.
I do not believe that.
Pubes and all.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
That's not true. That's not true. I can tell you why that's not true, because after that shit happened, I watched a video to see how Gorilla Glue works, and that shit, when you set it, it stretches and expands into crevices. So it's in the crevices. So that shit was in the crevices in her skull.
Oh, and
on
her
a molecular
scalp.
level. Yeah. That's why it's so strong.
Yeah.
The acetone wipes hurt.
Yeah.
Her
The acetone wipes her because the acid was
She
going
said- I
into
just-
those crevices
yeah, I
to
just
melt
read
it
it.
in that
The
reaction.
acetone didn't actually help either. So what I read was when she went to the ER, they like put acetone in her, it burned,
Mm-hmm.
and it like just gooeyed up the glue, and then it just hardened again. Which makes sense. It's Gorilla Glue.
Yeah,
It's literally meant to be a
There's
strong-
got to be there's a compound. Well, it got out. Apparently
Yeah,
it's a
yeah, yeah.
plastic
Like the
surgeon.
doctor used some kind of chemical compound that broke down the contents in Gorilla Glue or whatever.
It's probably like some.
She's all good now, so who cares?
Some shit I can't pronounce. But
So
yeah.
whatever.
You know, shout out her for still being alive. But
Is that fresh cut Tiago?
yeah, it is. Did you just go get a haircut?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, where did you go?
After a haircut?
Yo, but where did you go?
Flipper, the place we always go.
Wait, you
Yeah,
just
I'ma
put your
go
hood
there
on after a
tomorrow.
haircut?
Yes, sir.
What?
It's cold. It's cold outside, Steffon. Steffon, not everyone's like you. Steffon got a haircut and just start running up to women like, "Hey, yo, you see my cut?
No.
You see my?" Hey, yo, nah, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story.
Go ahead.
Ah, hold on. Nah, nigga. Let me tell the story. Let's tell the story. So me, him, Tiago, and Michael were just sitting on a bench one day. We were eating McDonald's. This was after school last semester, right? We were just sitting on the bench, and this motherfucker, like, he got a haircut. He's just sitting there, and he goes, he points, right? He points at a building, and he's like, "You think the girls in that building can see my cut?"
I can say that shit?
I'm like, nigga.
No, bro.
First of all, no.
Stefan be running up to girls like this. Hey, you see the fade though?
No, my problem with him putting on his hood though is like all that hair that's in his head. Like, bro, I have very thick hair, so I don't know if it's the same for him. But it takes me like 30 minutes to wash out all the hair in my head. Like that shit is just all in his hood right now. Like, I feel like that's very.
He'll watch the hood. He'll be fine.
All right.
Sticks in it.
All right.
I mean, that's
Well.
what I was saying, like,
all right. Well, forget about Tiago. Let's talk about you, nigga. I know today you be walking around.
Subject.
Yeah, bro. I know today you walking around like, damn, this cut.
Not wear a hood today. I wear a hoodie.
Yo, is the. Cut this part out. Is the dining hall open?
It should be.
Bet, I'm hungry as fuck. Yo, Tiago. Cuddle.
We can cuddle.
All sorts of things.
Wait, I wanted. All right, we gotta cut all that out. But
Yeah.
I really want to quickly say before we wrap up. All right, shout out to a true legend, Johnny Pacheco. Gotta say R.I.P. to the man.
Oh yes. Yes,
Godfather
of course.
Salsa. I'll put a little tribute in here for him. Dude was real one. I'm wearing a little shirt. I mean, he helped co-found one of the biggest record labels for salsa, brought salsa to the world, not even just like United States, but like the entire global. Without him, there is no Selena. Without him, there is no Celia Cruz, no Hector Lavoe, and a lot of the others that came, after him. And then a lot of the production he did, he produced a lot of people that who you may know in American culture, as well as people that are from, the islands. Helped do a lot of this shit with Bob Marley as well. I mean, this dude was a generous dude, Dominican dude. So, again, shout out Johnny Pacheco, real one. That's all I gotta say for that. R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
And with that, we conclude another episode of Nutted on the Glass I'm falling out of camera. Concluding another episode of Nutted on the Glass podcast. Bitch. Tune in next week.
Wait, no shout outs? You guys want
Oh my god! Shout out Stephanie, the bitch.
Oh, birthday, yeah.
She's-
Oh yeah, shout out Stephanie. Happy birthday. This is gonna go up after your birthday, but happy birthday.
Yeah, recording on your birthday. You're now 20, so you're old and ugly.